Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me, maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I read what Eve did to Adam. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stole that bitch like Jake. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As niggas who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be do baby, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear this shit like it ain't on who got this gun, it's on who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
Backstage.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK, too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walk around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for 'em and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a piece home. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. You squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why this nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Command general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. Boy.
Hey, shalom, shalom. You understand? Shalom, shalom. All right. Salakia, if you see that camera, my camera may be acting a little funny. Salakia about that. All right, but we on, we live. Most High Christ. Go ahead, clap it up. All right, Salakia, come. I'm about to bring you on now. Hold on, give me 1 second. Salakia. All right, there we go.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
Hey, shalom, Mike. What's going on, Kakam Gabar?
Oh, man, I'm Tawab.
Most High Christ, good to see you. I can Tawada again for holding it down yet another Wednesday, last Wednesday. That was a great class. So lucky I couldn't be there, but Tawada again for holding it down. Give Kakam Gabar a hand.
No sweat. That's what brotherhood is about, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Damn right.
Brotherhood
damn right. That's right. That's right. Damn right. Well, listen, shalom. Yahweh Shem Shah. Salaki Yahweh Shem to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Alathan Bashem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. I'm precinct officer of 5,000 Malak, and I am the camp leader in Kansas City. And I'm here with Iowa, with officer of 500 Kakam Gabar out of Iowa. If you're in the Iowa zone, you're in Des Moines, you're up there in Waterloo. If you're in Iowa, check the brothers, check the ISUPK out in Iowa, man. I know there's tons of blacks and Hispanics up there in Iowa coming to the truth in these last days. Get in contact with Officer Kakam Gabar, Officer Tazan, Officer Kakam Gabar. Those brothers are hardcore soldiers for the Lord, and they are precinct officers who were raised up correctly under Commanding General Giannis tutelage. And they are going to make sure that you have the truth according to the Bible. You understand? Right. According to the thing that they were given, they're going to give that thing to you. So get in contact with them. And if you're in the Kansas City area, get in contact with me. You understand? Get in contact with me and come into the truth and save your life. Tomorrow, if I could real quick, Kakam Gabar, let me plug this in. Tomorrow, Captain Tazariak. Hold on, let me put this up here. Hold on, Salakia. All right. There we go. Can you see that can come?
Yeah, come.
Osan Christ. Tomorrow, Captain Tazariak, the Kemet killer, the Christianity killer, all of the damn superlatives of Captain Tazariak. He will be here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Salakia, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's going to be here in Kansas City, Missouri, at that address right here on the flyer. And he's going to be teaching the scripture breakdown class. If you have questions, come to class. You understand? The address is going to be 6235 Blue Ridge Boulevard in Raytown, Missouri. You understand? We're going to have food. You understand? Captain Tazariak is going to be there to break down the scriptures, answer all of your questions, and solve all of your problems. So make sure you are in the building tomorrow here in Kansas City, man. It's going to be an amazing class. And Thawada to Captain Tazariak for coming down teaching that class, and we're going to be prepared for him and ready for everyone that wants to come. So please come and get your questions answered, get your problems solved, and get your life in order before Christ returns. You understand? So Most High Christ for Captain Tazariak, go ahead and give him a hand, man.
Yep.
Go ahead and give him a hand. All right, let's see what we got in the class online so far. Could come. Let's see. Sister Zara. Give Sister Zara a hand. Shalom, Sister Zara. Yahweh Shemar, Allah Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom, my good sis. You understand? Most High Christ, sis. Shalom to Sister Shalom Nahar. Yahweh Shema Alatah by Hashem Yahushua. Give Sister Shalom Nahar a hand. Most High Christ. If anyone has a question, also could come Gabar. If your Riv is in the class with you, if she has a question, she has priority to anyone that's on in the chat. So if anyone is in class, which is why you want to be in Captain Tazariak's class tomorrow night, get there tomorrow here in Kansas City. You understand? You will be able to get that question answered that you've been dying to ask the ISUPK. You understand? Right. Get that question answered. So could come if she has any questions, please ask. You understand? She can ask. You can have her stand up and ask. It's up to you. But if you're in class, ask these questions. If you're online, ask questions, because there's a lot going on that needs to be broken down by priests of God who are trained under Commanding General Yohanan. There is so much that's happening in our lives today. We're going to bring out a lot of current events, a lot of news stories tonight. Tonight is going to be about breaking down one thing and one thing only: how the oppressor is a coward. The white man is a stinking coward. And how you can't be anything like him. And we're going to break down who he is biblically and why he's the way he is. And we're going to break down some of the most influential oppressors in the last couple of years, I would say in the last decade or so, who white people love and why they love them. All right, we're going to break that down tonight. And we're going to show Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that you are not a criminal, but the white man is. That you are not inherently dangerous and violent, but our oppressor is. We're going to break all that down tonight, man. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. The sister Mana'ima. Shalom, sis, out of Nashville. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Tabashim Yahushua. The sister Bashamath out of Dallas, Texas. Give him a hand. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatha Bashim Yahushua. Sister Bashamath, how you feeling, sis? How you sisters and brothers feeling? All right. Kakum Gabar. Also, I wanted to tell you, I meant to tell you this earlier when I messaged you. If you have anything that you would like to bring out tonight, please feel free to bring it out, break it down, and pull the scripture. You understand? We're going to break it all down tonight. If there's anything you saw online that you want to be addressed, this is the time to do it. Tonight is the time of class cycle. We're going to go into the thing that you saw online today. And we're going to start with a video I saw earlier, could come if you could. It's all throughout TikTok and Facebook. That MAGA group, there was a MAGA, Charlie Kirk MAGA group, who went to TSU, Tennessee State University, which is an HBCU. And they tried that garbage at an HBCU, could come. That same garbage that Charlie Kirk did. Charlie Kirk traveled the country battling 18-year-olds at college. And this MAGA, two white boys who was with a MAGA group or some garbage like that, they tried to come up to an HBCU in Tennessee at TSU. And they got ran the hell off. They got ran the hell off. You understand? I want that video first. We're going to go into this tonight because this right here bothered me. All right. But when I saw how the black security guards and the black police officers and the black students ran this MAGA group off, brother, it did my heart joy. Right. I smiled when I saw that. Initially, I was upset to come until I saw them be ran the hell off. And then I was excited again. Go ahead, come. If you got the video, just let me know. I'll add it to the screen. And then we got a few scriptures we're going to pull. But first, we're going to go into this video. I want everyone to see what I saw. I don't even want to touch that camera. I'm just
Salakia, you said where was it at?
This was at TSU. It was at Tennessee State Tennessee State University. This was a MAGA group. There were two oppressors who tried to do what Charlie Kirk did. And they got ran off by the black students there and by the black cops and by the black security guards. And TSU released a statement after it happened saying, we're not doing this at HBCUs. We're not having this at TSU. The safety of our students and staff are more important than trying to battle, than trying to debate.
This, they got a couple of them popping up. I'm going to just...
The video, it's really only one video. I think it's just one video could come. It's just a video of them coming to the university to try to set up shop and battle, saying the signs. You could even pull pictures of the signs that those two white boys had at the HBCU. They had two signs. One said, it said ICE. It said ICE, something to do with ICE, and the other one had to do with immigration. Yeah, it was like ICE or something to do with immigration. The sister Mommy Mariam said she shared it on her Facebook. It looks like the brothers got it. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. So I think here's one. Let me.
Okay, let's see what you got right here, Kakun.
I'm about to switch over to this one because it got the signs that you was talking about. But it's an ad, so let the ad go.
Go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
An unannounced visit to Tennessee State University. The pair was eventually escorted off of campus by police as angry students gathered around. News 2's Kenley Hargett reports on the aftermath of that event.
If you want to talk to people who disagree with you, you go to the place where people are likely to disagree with you.
Students visibly upset at a
pause that, Kakun. Pause it. I don't want the news. I don't want the news article one. That it seemed too.
Here's the sign. Here's the sign that they. Salaki, if I could, here's the signs that they was having. A picture of them with their signs. It says DEI should be illegal and deport all illegals now.
Yeah, that's them. This is the story. This is the story could come. But go. Let's see, Sister Mommy Mariam. Go to Mariam Yahweh's page and see if you can't find it on there. I want it from the students' angle. I don't want it from the news. This white news, they're gonna make it seem like these two oppressors were just trying to, have a nice dialogue with black students at an HBCU. That's how, and this is the reason for tonight's class. If you know who your oppressor is, then you know how to avoid him. If you know what your oppressor is coming to do, if you know the spirit behind white people, then you would know how to be circumspect. So many times, even when you go to the Black Christian Church, at the Black Christian Church Act, Black Christians teach you to do what? To be safe. They tell you to be safe. Protect yourself. Protect yourself from what? If you are in the Black Christian church or you grow up in the Black Christian church, the Christians tell you to be safe from all hurt, harm, and danger. From what, though? Who is the one causing the danger and the harm and the hurt? See, the white man, he's so crafty. He's so crafty that in the news, they're going to make it seem like these are just two innocent white boys who just wanted to come and dialogue on the steps of a black college and university. That's the way the media will make it seem could come. You know why? Because our oppressor is so savvy. He's so nimble. He's so cunning. Right. And he would have everyone believe that he's just this innocent oppressor, this innocent lion cub who just wants to come and have a dialogue with black kids. I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Didn't you just kill your own man? Didn't you just kill your own? They called Charlie Kirk the white Dr. King. This generation of white kids, Dr. King. Well, you just killed your Dr. King. So what am I liable to think that you are going to do to black kids that you disagree with? Right? The white man just unalived students at an Evergreen school, Evergreen Middle School in Colorado, the same time that Charlie Kirk got murdered. What do you think I'm liable to think about you after you murder your own children in their school? You murder our children in our school in Uvalde, Texas. You murder Charlie Kirk. You murder the slaves. You murder the Spanish conquistadors murdered the Mexicans and the Taino Indians. What the hell do you think that I'm going to think about you in 2025 after you've been such a violent animal on the earth? What do you think I'm going to think about you now? That you're just this innocent man that's coming to do no harm? You see, the Christians have lied to black people since the 1850s. While we were in slavery, there were black Christian preachers that the slaves paid to teach black people that everything is going to be all right. That white people aren't inherently dangerous, that really black people are dangerous, even though we're the slaves. Even though we've never bombed the World Trade Center could come, we are the people who are inherently dangerous. Even though we never murdered Charlie Kirk, we never enslaved a race of people. We never conquered a land of people and forced them to speak our language, rip them away from their families, their children, destroy their families, murder their children in Planned Parenthood. Although we've never done that to them, we're somehow still inherently dangerous. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. And that is who the media does not want you to see. They don't want you to see the man who he really is. They don't want you to see the one who unalived Charlie Kirk. And listen, if I may just for a second could come, Salakia. If I may just for a second, something that is also very important to remember about our oppressors, something that you even see when Charlie Kirk's murderer was photographed. They use this innocent picture of white people, even though they're violent animals. When you go and look at pictures of Jeffrey Dahmer, of John Wayne Gacy, even though they use their mugshot, in some instances, they don't use their mugshot. They go and find an old picture of this oppressor who is an animal, a violent murderer. And they find these pictures of them when they're in school, when they're with their family, when they're cutting the grass, when they're doing something that looks innocent. But when they, like, who was the brother? George Floyd, the black man who Charlie Kirk mocked in his death. They use this image of them, of us, to be a violent animal. They'll use the only arrest picture that they can find of black people. That is done on purpose. That is called propaganda. Go ahead, Kakam. What you want to say?
Or they'll like find some pictures of you, you know, on the internet smoking a blunt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Holding up a gun.
Right.
Like guns are illegal or something. You know,
Right,
anything
exactly.
that just make you look the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right on.
And because, you know, of course, because the white man is the devil, they're gonna get your mug shot, they're gonna get your thug shot where you know what I mean.
Damn
But
right.
yeah, of course, with their own, they're gonna get their senior picture and shit, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the absolute truth. And listen, we're gonna get into this story now. I'm about to pull it. He got the video up that I wanted. That's the reason I didn't want the news story, because that devil, she's already started off on the wrong foot with me.
Right.
Two students, even the way they talk about white people, like they're not aggressive. These are two white boys. Let me tell you, black people something, Hispanic something. If you see two middle-aged from the ages of 18, 17, if you see two white boys from the ages of 17 to 65, you better get the hell away from them, because they are the devil the Bible speaks of. They are the murderer of the earth. They are the liar of the earth. How do I know these ain't two devils coming to kill us? The way Jeffrey Dahmer did, the way John Wayne Gacy did. When we see white people, you know what we see? We see Jesus Christ.
Right.
That's what we see. Thanks to the witchcraft of Christianity. Thanks to the witchcraft of America. When we see two young white boys, we don't see danger. We don't see violence. We see Jesus Christ. We see our God. But it's very important that you see who God sees when he sees two white boys. You see,
Right.
You think the devil is a red man with a pitchfork and horn. In a couple of seconds to come, we're going to show you who the devil is, according to the Bible. This is what I wanted to show. The sister had a good question. The sister, Mana Aima, she asked Salakia Adawan, can you please touch on casting out demons and them trying to isolate you, Baba Kusha? Absolutely, Sister Mana Aima. After we're finished with this video, we're going to go to the scripture that I believe is perfect, apropos to your question. Okay, so we're going to get to that in just 1 second, sis. Just bear with us, all right? And then the sister said she's seen the video on Instagram. Con says we're about to play it right now. Give me 1 second, all right? All right, Kakam, go ahead and play what you got.
Supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive for what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything. So you're you guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children.
Listen,
showing them the door.
Brother, give those black kids a hand. Give those black kids a hand. I would say the tribe of Judah, but I'm sure there's more than just the tribe of Judah that goes to the HBCUs. You got all the 12 tribes that go to HBCU. My rib went to an HBCU in Virginia, Norfolk State. Give old Norfolk State a hand. Give those HBCUs a hand, right? Historically, black colleges and university. You see, Charlie Kirk would have still been alive if he was battling at an HBCU could come. If he was asking if he would have done this 4 years ago, instead of traveling to white colleges, he would still be alive. And listen, what I want you to replay, if you could come, that do you hear the black boy in the back, the young brother in the back? As he's berating these two white boys. Like these black kids, the youth is the key. We got to go to these HBCUs to come and fish. We got to go to these HBCUs and fish. Why? Because listen, let me tell you something. Older black people, our grandparents, their generation is over. It's time for young black people to rise up and to take the reins of our control, the reins over the future of our people. We're the ones who have to do it. The people of my generation and younger could come, your generation and younger. We can't depend on Dr. King's generation and our grandparents' generation. They're old and they're weary and they're tired and they love white people too much. It's time for this generation, the one that you just saw run off two oppressors off of an HBCU campus. That's the generation we need to go and fish into the truth, because with that zeal and that spirit that they have, we're going to replay that part in 1 second to come. That young brother said, y'all are rapists. Y'all are murderers. Y'all are violent. He sounded like he was at a UPK camp speaking, Kagum.
If I could,
go ahead, please.
The scripture said the truth shall be spoken through the mouth of babes,
Yeah, right.
And you can't put new wine into old bottles. And unfortunately, our elders, besides the men in the UPK, of course, they are a whole bunch of old bottles. You know what I mean? And whenever we spit this new wine to them, it just don't sit well. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I yield on that. I was just touching up on what you were saying.
No, damn right. And these sisters in the comments, brother, they hitting it heavy. So we got another question in here, Sister Ashley. We're going to answer your question as well, Sister Ashley. We got a few questions we're going to get into before we hit the topic to come, right? And then we have the Sister Mommy Mariam says a heavy point. She says, Salaki, not only that, but considering what just happened with Charlie Kirk, what type of message could they possibly be putting out by coming on an all-black campus? Give the sister a hand, man.
That's
what
right.
in the hell could you possibly be doing? What message does that send? And what could you be talking about that's so important? And listen, this is and to this point that the sister made, which is so heavy. That is who white people are. And that's what that's the topic tonight, about how the white man is a coward. Only a coward would do something like that. Why do you come on? Let me ask you, why do you think that they did this? After Charlie Kirk, remember, Charlie Kirk never went to an HBCU, and neither did MAGA. MAGA and oppressors who believe what Donald Trump believes and who are staunch Trump supporters, the way Charlie Kirk and his family was. What in the hell would make you think? Why would they do something like that? Why would they come to an remember, specifically, they went to an HBCU. This wasn't a predominantly black campus. This is an all-black campus. This is an HBCU. They purposely went to an HBCU. Why would the white boys do something like that, Kakam?
Man, see, the white boys, they do this shit all the time, excuse my French, because the same reason why they go to the most treacherous jungles and try to go hunt after the lions and tigers and bears, the same, like, you can see them pranks that they do where they go to the hood, like they do them hood pranks. You know what I'm talking about? Where they act like they doing this and doing that in the hood because they love that type of being in the line of fire, that adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? Because they the devil. You know what I mean? They love doing that type of madness and also because of white privilege, at the end of the day. It's white privilege, so they feel like they could go anywhere in the world, go to anybody's country, go to any jungle and hunt anything and do anything they want because, you know, that's just the spirit of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
I yield.
Yeah, right. Give the brother a hand. I'm gonna tell you something else, Kakam. You know why they did this, Op? Because they wanted to provoke those black students. The sister even asked the question, what possessed them to go to an HBCU? This is why, Sister Bashama, Sister Mami Mariam, because they wanted to provoke those black students. That is a coward act, and that's the point of tonight's class. That's why I brought this video out. Right, we're going to go back to this. First, let's get into this sister's question. The sister Mana Aima. And then we got questions on Facebook. See, y'all can see y'all's questions on y'all's Facebook account. I don't know why the hell on this you cannot see our questions. But I'm going to go to the actual Facebook page, and I'm going to look at these questions. The young man, give the young man
Are you
James.
live on your Facebook?
Say it again.
Are you live on you're live on Facebook, right?
We're live on Facebook, but for some reason, we can't see it on our end. On StreamYard, they don't let us see it. I don't know why, but I'm gonna look on this Facebook now, and this is the young man James. Give the young man James a hand here in Kansas City. It's just the brother had a question. Let me see. Oh, he just Salaki. The brother just checking. the brother. It's no sweat. Young man James, this ain't where you check. You don't check in for camp in class. That's what you did with me earlier on Wednesdays when you call and you message and you check in for camp on Saturdays. That's what you already checked in with me. When you're checking into class, and this is not only for the young man. This is for any young man or any trooper, right? When you check into class, or this is for any young man, any sister that's getting their name, wanting their name. When you check into class, you're checking in to get credit, to get your name, to earn your name. So you wouldn't put your checking in for camp. That's to the young man, James. But the brother said he had a question. James, if you could just message me what your question is. All right, just message me and I'll get it answered for you. But to the sister's question, the sister Mana Aima, she asked, can you please touch on casting out demons and them trying to isolate you? Okay, now I'm going to need a little more about isolate you, sister Mana Aima. If you're still watching, what do you mean that demons are trying to isolate you? I think I know what you mean, but I want to be certain about what you mean when you say they want to try to isolate you. All right. What do you mean by isolate you? Get you alone to do what? What do you mean by, just break down what you mean by isolate you, Sister Mana Aima. All right. And we're going to get that. Gabar, let me ask you, where would you go if someone asked you that same question as an officer in the truth?
Well, one of the first things that come to mind is in Matthew. I mean, what I would just first come to mind is when, when you get rid of one of those spirits, those demons or whatever you want to call it. And if you don't, it's searching for places, and then eventually it'll try to come back to you, and then it'll come back sevenfold.
That's great. That's perfect. That's one of the ones. That's one of the scriptures I was going to break down and give her. But her question is, can you please touch on casting out demons? So where would you go first to break down the casting out demons? Maybe
fasting and prayer. Some demons you need to do some fasting and prayer. Where's that?
That's in Matthew as well, I believe, and that's a good one as well. The one you brought up was correct, but the end of it isn't the part that you really want. The first part is what you want about casting out demons. The breakdown is what you're saying is correct. When you go to the scripture, if you don't mind, right? Go to the scripture where Christ said that you can go to both precepts. The one where Christ said that there will be 7 more that come back into that same house. He goes into dry places and looks, right? And they get their friends when you cast out a demon. So just in general, the sister didn't ask a specific question about casting out demons. She just wants us to break it down in general. I'm assuming, Sister Mana Aima, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, here's a great question. She says the isolation, she means get you alone, away from the school, alone to be unalienable to you. Okay, I believe she meant to say inalienable, right? But that's a good point, right? So I understand now when she says isolation. The demon is trying to get you away from the truth, The demon is trying to get you away from the truth. Where would I go for a demon is trying to get you away? Well, first and foremost, what is a demon? Does the sister know? Mana Aima, do you know what a demon is? Oh, she says to unalive you. Okay, okay. Well, first and foremost, I would tell you to contact your camp leader and to get counsel in the school. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get counsel. If you know, and I'm not saying you have this demon, but if a brother or sister knows they're battling a demon, the first thing you want to do is to contact your camp leader and to receive counsel. Unclean spirit. Yes, a demon is an unclean spirit, but when I say what a demon, okay, let me ask you a better way. What is a demon's job? Because so much of our life, because we're raised in the Christian church, we think that a demon is like Hollywood. If I make a come bar, give me if this man be born blind. Give me that first. Right? Give me that first. That's, I think, where we need to go first, just to break down the understanding of what a demon is, right? A lot of our lives, Sister Mana Aima, we believe that a demon is something out of a movie. We think a demon is this creature out of the Black Lagoon. I went over to my father's house earlier, my physical father in the world, and he was watching that old school. He always got an old school movie playing. There's an old school movie, I mean a black and white classic called The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Right? Anybody ever saw that movie before? That is an old movie. That's before your time could come. That's a long time ago there could come. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Because of Christianity, the dogma of Christianity, we think that a demon is some creature, right? We think it's this, you know, just like how we think the devil, Satan, is this red man with a pitchfork and horn. We think that the devil, the demons are the same thing. We think they're these little goblins. Right, we think they're these little goblins that take over us, and that, you know, they possess us, and they're the exorcism. They have our eyes rolled back in our heads, and they have us convulsing and shaking. And you give me a scene from The Exorcism could come, and that's what black people think a demon is. This is what a demon actually is. Give me the scripture, Kakam Gabar.
You're not talking about the one where it says
in Luke. Come, give me in Luke where the disciples of Christ asked Christ. There was a man that was born blind, and the disciples of Christ asked him, "Why is this man born blind? Is it because of him, or is it because of his parents?" That's the scripture I want.
Okay, kind of. Yeah, the one I was looking at is in John though.
Read what you got. Let me see what you got. Pull it up on the screen. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so this is the book of John, chapter 9 and verse 1. And it says, and Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth.
Verse where are you 2. At? Read that again from the top and tell everybody where you are, Kakam.
The book of John, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents?
Right. So listen, there was a man, Sister Mana Aima. Are you listening? I want you to pay attention. This is your question, right? But I want everyone to pay attention because this is very important. This was a man that the disciples of Christ and Christ, they passed by a man who was blind from his birth. Meaning what? He was born that way. He was born blind. Keep going.
This man or his parents.
And they asked Christ, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Keep going.
Yahushua answered, neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him.
Right. And now why do they ask that? Because of reincarnation. Because you come back again in the earth, right? And based on what you do on the earth, under the sun, that place of judgment I saw there. That's what King Solomon said in the book of Ecclesiastes. Heaven and hell is right here on earth. That's a condition on earth. And that place under the sun, you are judged right here. So when you come back, when you're regenerated or reincarnated, you have to serve a punishment or a reward. based on what you did in your past life. Well, listen, if he's born blind, what is causing him to be blind? And this is what Christians don't understand. And because of Christianity and the lack of education in the Christian church, so much of what we believe is Hollywood. It's fictitious. It's spooky ooky. It's Halloween and, gooks and goblins, and that's what demons are. This is what a demon really is. When somebody who's blind, they're in the fourth dimension. There is a demon who is covering that man's eyes, right? When you see someone who has an addiction of cigarettes, someone who has an addiction of cigarettes, an addiction of pornography, an addiction to have sex with whores, there's a demon in the fourth dimension that we cannot see with our carnal eye because we're flesh, we're terrestrial. You can't see it. But there is a demon in the fourth dimension that is provoking you to go and have sex with a whore, to go and get high, right? You see somebody, remember, not only did Christ heal the blind, he healed the deaf and he healed the lame. What does it mean to be lame? You can't walk. Someone who can't walk, you can't see it. But in the fourth dimension, they are having his legs held down and that person cannot walk, him or her legs down. And that's a demon. In the fourth dimension, this demon, this spirit. Remember, demons aren't gooks and goblins. They're spirits. And this spirit that's created for vengeance, they are holding your legs down so that you cannot walk, right? And that's someone who's lame that Christ had to go and heal. Someone who's blind, they're covering your eyes so that you can't see. Someone who's deaf, they have your ears so that you can't hear. Someone who's dumb or mute, someone who can't talk, they have your tongue. Like that expression, cat got your tongue. This demon has your tongue so you cannot speak, right? That's someone who's mute or dumb. That is a demon. Biblically, that is what a demon is. Remember the sister, her name was Sarah in the book of Tobit, where she killed 7 husbands. There was a sister in the Bible, Sister Mana'ima, who unalived 7 men. Are you familiar with this sister? She's in the book of Tobit. Well, listen, she woke up after every single time she would kill these men and she wouldn't know what she did. What is that called scientifically? Paranoid schizophrenia. That is a demon. Schizophrenia, bipolar disorder. Manic depression. Those are demons where you twitching and ticking and don't know what's wrong with you. You just got you can't. People who blurt out words. Damn, bitch, hell, they do all that twitching and shaking and blurt out words. That's a demon. And they want to stop it, but they don't know how to stop it. They don't know how to stop it. This is how you stop it. Now give me what you called for earlier, Kakum Gabar. Right? Give me what you called for. That sister Sarah, who I just mentioned in the book of Tobit, she had a demon to where she had schizophrenia, and she would unalive the men that had sex with her. And she would get up and she said she didn't know what happened. She would wake up and say, oh my God, not another one. She had the demon of Asmodeus. That's the demon's name. That demon's name is mentioned in the Bible. Are all the demons' names mentioned in the Bible? No. But that one particularly was. Why? Because the Lord wanted you to see his works. And the man Tobias, who went and had sex with her and did not get killed, because he followed the orders of the angel of God. And he went and he got a gall and the bladder of a certain type of fish that the angel of God ordered him to go get. And he burned these. And it calmed this sister. It eased the demon. It took that demon away from her so that he was able to go in that bed chamber, have sex with her, marry her, and be married. That sister got a husband that night when she found a man of God, because he knew how to cast out demons because he obeyed the Most High God. You understand? That was schizophrenia, and that was called medicine. It ain't spooky. It ain't Hollywood. The reason that angel of God had Tobias go and get that certain type of fish is the same reason that Pfizer and Moderna and all of these medical companies, it's the reason why pharmaceutical companies go into the Amazon River, go and get the plants and the fishes in the Amazon, somewhere in South America, and they synthesize the gall of the fish. They synthesize the plants, certain type of plants. They go in with science and medicine that they learn at Columbia University and Harvard, and they synthesize this medicine, this plant, so that your daughter doesn't suffer from manic depression. So that your daughter, what is the medicine called for manic depressants? There's a medicine that they prescribe to people with depression. I forget what it's called. I used to know the name of it, but there's a medicine they give for depression. There's a medicine they give for people with they call it Adderall. Kids with this disorder. Brother, they go into the Amazon River and they get the animals and the plants and they synthesize that medicine. They synthesize that to make medicine for people with mental disorders. This was in the Bible. What I'm telling you that the white man does today, what Pfizer and Moderna does today, the Lord had a black man by the name of Tobias do it 2,000 years ago in the book of Tobit. So he could cure this sister from this mental illness, which is a demon. Mental illness. Depression is a demon, right? These are demons. That's what a demon does. That's the job of a demon, and that's what a demon is. So now that you know what a demon is, now the sister's question was, how do you cast them out? She said, can you please touch on casting out demons and them trying to isolate you? And when she says isolate you, she says, okay, the sister, well, listen, you got to read that, sis. Right. We got to read that in Tobit, the book of Tobit. Okay. The sister says to take you away from the school. Give her a hand because she says away from the school to unalive you. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, something. That is the job of a demon. That is the job of a demon. Give me that in the Bible, could come. Do you have it? Where Christ drove out those demons and that man, the legion of demons, and he cast them into the pigs, into the swine.
Yeah, come.
Give me that first, because what this sister says, what she said is so heavy. The isolate you is to do what? To get you away from the school, away from your family. There's a reason, Sister Mana'ima, those demons are called what? What's another name for a demon? Let me see if she answers. The same with the sister Ashley. Ashley, the same with the sister Ashley. What are another name for demons? What's another name for them? Because Come Gabar, don't answer. I know you know. But what's another name for demons? Sister Ashley and Sister Mana'ima? Because you both had, well, she didn't have a similar question. But give me the answer, right? Excuse me, Salakia. Right? What is another name for a demon? Does anyone know? It doesn't just have to be the sister Mana'ima, but I would like for her to answer because it was her question. Does anyone else know what another name for a demon is?
Salakia, sir. I think she already put it in the chat. If I'm not.
She said unclean spirit. That's not what that's good. But what's another name other than unclean spirit? What's another name for unclean spirit? What's another name for unclean spirit, Sister Mana'ima? I'm going to give her a second to react. No, the sister Ashley said incubus. Sis, you need to stay in class, Sister Ashley. Stay in class, sister. Right? Incubus, I don't even think is in the Bible. Right? That's another part of Christianity. That's dogma, is naming things that aren't even in the Bible. Incubus and succubus are Christian dogma. Those names are not found in the Bible, and they're not the name of demons. Okay, the sister says she doesn't know. They're called familiar spirits, Ashley and Mana'ima. Another word for an unclean spirit or a demon, they are familiar spirits. Why are they called familiar spirits?
Oh, that's because they've been around, they roaming the earth since the beginning of time, pretty much.
What's the root word in familiar? What word is right there in front of you?
Fam.
Say it again.
Fam.
Fam, which is also short for
family.
Give the brother a hand.
Yeah.
These demons are your family. And that's the reason why they are getting you to isolate yourself alone away from the school, because this here is your new family. This is your new family. You come into the ISUPK under Commandant Juliana, and you begin to put down pork and crab and lobster and weed. You start to give those things up to come in here to serve Christ, to be a new creature. And what does Satan do? He starts to do what? He starts to plague you with, tempt you with the things that you're giving up. Am I the only one that came into the school and was tempted with whores and pork? I don't think I am. I think that when all of us come in here to find this new family, our old family in the world, they start to isolate themselves from us. And then the new family in the truth, we have open arms and we welcome you into the truth. Hey, shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Thaba Shemi Awashai. Hey, shalom, brother. Yahweh Shemi Awashai. What's going on, mighty man? What's going on, soldier? Here's this new family. And so what do you begin to do? What does the demon begin to do? The demon doesn't like that. The demon doesn't like that. Why? It could come. This demon have been with you since you were 6 years old. When you were a little girl being violated by your uncle and by that pastor, by your mother's boyfriend, this familiar spirit has been with you for that long. They know what you like. They know what you don't like. They know what's comforting to you. That's why whenever you brothers and sisters come into the school, you have to be very careful with nostalgia. That feeling of what I used to feel, it's a comforting feeling of the past. That's what nostalgia is. It's a comforting feeling of the past. And that can be brought on by a myriad of things. Cereal, eating a bowl of cereal can bring back nostalgia from when you was a little girl or boy. Going around this time of the year, you really have to be careful, Kakam, because what's coming up this time of the year? What's right around the corner? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Our precious major holidays are coming up that are right around the corner where you were with your family in the world. And your family in the world molested you. Your family in the world abandoned you. Didn't your mother give you up? Didn't she sell you? Right? Wasn't your mother a prostitute? Didn't she run your father out of the house? But there was something that all of us had to do to cope with that feeling. And that is what nostalgia is. It gives you that feeling of the good feeling of being somewhere in the past when you were a kid. That can be a demon eye. You have to be very careful with things from the past. Why? Because that's not you anymore. You're a new creature. Being a new creature means you don't know who that person was. And it's very important for you to forget that part of your life, or else that familiar spirit can hinder you and plague you with those thoughts of who you were in the world. And they begin to get you to isolate yourself, to get you away from the school, from your new family. That familiar spirit, he wants to be your only family. That's the job of a demon. That demon's job is ultimately to get you to unalive yourself. How is that going to be possible? To get you away, they have to get you away from the school. That demon has to get you away from commanding General Yohana, from General Mahaiman, from your camp leader, from your brothers and sisters that you built this bond with for these years, or this time that you've been in the school. And whenever you see someone leave the school, what always happens? They end up going back to who they were in the world. That's not a coincidence. We're going to read it right now, Sister Mana Ima. So to answer your question, that's heavy what you just said about the isolation, because that's what a demon's job is, to get you away from the school, to get you away from your new family that the Lord gave to you, because they want to be your only family, which is why they're called familiar. They've been with you since you've been that little girl trapped in a closet when you thought no one can hear you. They comforted you. The demon comforted you. They know who you are. They know everything about you. They've been with you forever. They've been with you since you were a little girl or a little boy. Read what you got, Kakam Gabar.
Hey, which one you want me to bring out first, though?
Give me
one.
Yeah, give me swine. Give me that one. Right, give me that one. Because the sister's question was, how do you cast them out? You can give me, in fact, first give me fasting and prayer. That's the one you said you mentioned earlier could come. And then finish off with the one about the legion of demons. That when Christ cast out the legion of demons, into the swine. But first, give me how do you battle them? Remember what I said now. Listen, I want everyone to hear me because I know, some people don't listen to what I'm saying. Get counsel. That's the first step. To the sister's question, any brothers and sisters question about demons, right? Because I'm sure this sister isn't the only one who wants to know how to cast out demons. This is actually a very common question amongst brothers and sisters in the world and in the truth. You hear a lot of them ask Jadar Muhammad. He's the counselor. He's in charge of the counseling department in the school. Am I telling you that you have to call him? No, because there are other counselors in the school that work under 12 Shield Jadar Muhammad. So what you want to do first is you want to get in contact with your camp leader, and you want to schedule and get a counsel. You understand? Get a counsel. Counseling is what casts out demons. That counselor and under commanding General Yohana, they are going to give you advice and lessons, and they're going to give you exercises on what you can do in your personal life with the personal issues and the demons that you have and face. They're going to give you that so that you can cast out your demons, right? Everyone's demon is different. Some brother's demon might be drugs. Another brother's demon might be the lust to have sex with women who are not his, to have sex with married women, right? Virtually all demons' job is to get you to leave the truth, and to eventually unalive yourself, to kill yourself either with drug overdose, to kill yourself by going to prison, right? You brothers who think that you're, trapper of the year, you're Big Meech 2.0, you have a demon. You have a greed, a lust of greed, right? You have like your oppressor. You envy your oppressor. That's a demon. Because the same thing that happened to all of the white drug dealers is going to happen to you. And this is what's so heavy whenever you talk to a brother who sold drugs to come. They all know that they have an end. All of them. That's a demon. Some brother who knows I'm selling dope and I know that I'm going to jail. I know that I'm getting caught. I know that eventually I'm going to jail. I'm either going to die in the streets or I'm going to go to jail by living in the streets. That's a demon. Because you know what the end is for you. Just like someone who smokes. Someone who smokes cigarettes knows could come that they're going to get lung cancer. How do they know? Because it's on the box of cigarettes that they smoke. The box of cigarettes says, do not smoke. Will get lung cancer. Will cause lung cancer. Guess what you do? You look at the box of cigarettes and you still smoke. Why? Because you cannot help it. When you have that feeling could come where you cannot help it, I gotta watch this pornographic film. I don't want to watch it, but I have to watch it. That feeling of I don't want to smoke. I'm trying to quit. I see the box of cigarettes says do not smoke. I know my granny died from lung cancer. My uncle died from lung cancer. Everyone I know died because of smoking weed and getting high. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. That's a demon. When you don't want to do something, but then you do it anyway, that's not you controlling yourself. That's a demon controlling you. That's what you better understand. You have to be very careful. It can be anything. It can be overeating. It doesn't have to be drugs and cigarettes and hoes or pork. It can be overeating could come. If you're saying to you, if you're already 500 pounds, like those brothers and sisters or those people who are on my 600-pound life, those devils and those brothers and sisters on my 600-pound life, they always try to stop. And you may laugh at them in your ignorance, but they have a demon just like you do when you get high. You don't want to get high, but you like, I don't want to get high, but I'm getting high anyway. You have a demon. Someone who is overeating has a demon. They know that they're 600 pounds. They're the size of a tennis court could come. They're the size of it. They can't fit into a normal size vehicle. They're unhealthy. The doctor tells them they're going to die if they don't get their health in order. If they don't get their eating habits in order, what do they continue to do? Eat a 15 stack of buttermilk flapjacks. They go and get somebody to go get them a pan of lasagna and eat the lasagna out of the pan. They don't want to do that, but they do it anyway. Where else in life do you not want to do something, but you do it anyway? If I drink this bottle of water could come, it's because I want to drink this bottle of water. If I have sex with my wife, which I want to have sex with my beautiful wife, a bad glasses wearing sister could come. If I want to get on top of her and smother her like some chicken, I'm going to do it with her consent, of course. I'm gonna game her up like I always can. Game up a good glasses wearing Judite sister could come bar, and the two of us are gonna make beautiful kids. That's not something I don't want to do. I want to do that. So where else in life do you not want to do it and you do it anyway? When you have a demon, you don't want to get high anymore, but you continue to get high, you have a demon. You don't want to have sex with married women anymore, but you continue to do it. You don't want to overeat anymore because of your health, but you can't put the plate of lasagna down. You have a demon. And this is how you get rid of demons. Read what you got, Kakam.
Yeah, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 17 and verse 19. It says, then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, why could not we cast them out? Verse 20.
And listen, the disciples of Christ went to him and asked him, how come we couldn't cast out these demons? We see you casting out this demon. How come we couldn't do it? How come we couldn't get rid of this this plague? How come we couldn't do this? Keep going.
And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief.
Because of your what?
Because of your unbelief.
Listen, Yahushua told his men, his disciples, you couldn't cast this unclean spirit out because of your unbelief. Because of the Christian church could come, our people don't really know what demons are, and our people don't know how to cast them out, right? They suffer from unbelief. They don't really know. They don't have any belief. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Remember, Christ told that woman at the well, what? You don't know what you worship. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So much of your life is you just don't know anything. You don't have belief in anything. Remember, we battle people all day and night in the ISUPK and the Command and Juniana. And about 99.9% of the time, whenever you battle someone, they don't actually believe what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, and they don't believe what they're talking about. You mean to tell me, Kakam Gabar, when all those black people were trying to tell us that we need to fight for the Palestinians, they couldn't find Palestine on a map, and let alone they try to tell us that they got to fight. But you know what I realized? They don't really care about the Palestinians, Kakam. They care about Palestinian vagina. Those black and Hispanic men that were free the Palestinian to this day, if you see a black man or Hispanic man and they talking about free Palestine, I know why. I know why. Because right. I've seen those Palestinian women. You want to have sex with them. Salakia. You don't really believe in what you're doing. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Free the Palestinians. You don't even know how to spell Palestine, let alone find it on a globe. You can't find Palestine on a map or a globe, and you're yelling free the Palestinians. Don't know who the Palestinians are, who their oppressors are. All you know about is how to have sex with heathen women. So you're going to fight for the Palestinian women, for the Palestinians, so you can get Palestinian coochie. So excuse my language, Palestinian vagina. Excuse my French. That's the reason why you want to free Palestine, so you can free that Palestinian vagina. You don't believe in what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Like you so-called Old Testament Israelites. You don't really believe in the Old Testament, or else only the Old Testament, or else you would be slaughtering people who celebrate Christmas. You would be sacrificing goats and sheep and the first lamb without spots or blemish. You don't do that. Why? Because you don't believe in the Old Testament. You don't believe in anything that doesn't give you pleasure. Like you COVID vaccinators, COVID-19 vaccinators, vaccine, what do they call them? The vaccine, the jab. They called it the jab. Remember that Kakam Gabar? Whenever all those niggas was talking about, I'm not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. I don't know what's in it. That nigga, you don't know what's in that whore that you're going to have sex with either, but you still put your penis inside of her without a condom on, without any protection. You don't know what's in Tylenol or Advil. That dummy Donald Trump yesterday said, don't take Advil. And then he couldn't even pronounce acetaminophen because he's an idiot. he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Just like you don't believe what you think you know. You don't believe in it. You don't really believe that COVID-19, the vaccine of COVID-19 is going to turn you into an alien. You just don't want to take COVID-19 because the COVID-19 vaccine, because you're selfish and you won't do anything that doesn't give you pleasure. And that is the truth about you. So what is Christ telling the disciples? He's telling them the same thing, Kakam. Not exactly how I said it, but he's telling them that you don't believe that you can get rid of these demons. And that is the key. The key is you got to believe. God damn. You can't just, and that's so much of Christianity. Remember, Christ also said, believe in what you pray. If you're praying for something, believe in it. Right? You're asking God in vain to keep your children safe at school. Well, what's the point of that? You don't actually believe and trust in the Most High God that he's going to do this thing. Right? Read that again because of your unbelief. Read verse 20 from the top, Kakam.
And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Listen, Kakam. First things first, you got to believe that the Lord is actually going to heal you of your demon. Right? That's the first step. Right? You're desperate enough to want to solve this issue. Believe that the Lord is going to heal you of this issue. The officer says something so heavy, or this might be a trooper. He says, Satan in St. Louis, Satan wants to destroy you by using your old life against you. Give him a hand, Doc, because that is the absolute truth. Sister Mama Ryan says she hates nostalgia. She ain't lying, Doc. I can attest to that one. I can attest to that one, Doc. She don't like anything to remind her of her past. Not even me could come. The sister don't even want to. She don't want me. She don't want to think about me how I was in the world, which is great. That's wonderful and that's good, Doc, because that can be a demon, because it can bring up the things who you were. Remember, you're in the truth. You're becoming a new person. You're someone brand spanking new. You don't want anything to really remind you of the world, which is hard when you still have friends and family from the world. That can be a demon, right? First things first, sister, to the sister's question, Manaima, you have to believe in what you're praying for. Do you understand, Kakam? Just like Christians do whenever they pray to God to win the lottery. Someone here in Missouri, in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, could won that $1.8 billion lottery. They announced it on the radio about 3 weeks ago. I wasn't mad. I don't play the lottery, but boy, what we could do with $1.8 billion. And you know it was some devil too. There was a devil in Excelsior Springs in Texas. They got to split it. So they take home $528 million out. And after taxes, it'll be like $225 million. Brother, I would give all that money to Command and Juliana. Brother, would we do some work with that thing there? We doing work without it. So I know with that $225 million, Christ is coming back in. And I sat there and thought, well, how come somebody in the truth who plays the lottery couldn't win that money? But aside from my vanity of that money, when Black Christians pray to hit the number, they believe in that prayer. Well, listen, when you pray to the Lord to heal you of a demon, to remove this obstacle from you, like Paul had a thorn in his side, we all have a war within our members because of how wretched this world is. We all have something we have to battle. Some brothers, majority of men is lust. It's a lust for something, a lust for women, really. You really just got to have sex with these women. If you as handsome as Officer Kakumgabar, I don't blame you. The brother look cool as hell. He got the sunshades on. He got the beard. He can go and game up he about 6'3". The nigga can go and game up any woman he want to. He got game. Listen, if I had that brother's charm, brother, listen, I would have the demon of having sex with women too. I want to just go top 5 of these sisters out. You understand? That can be a demon. Where these sisters just throwing that tail at you. You don't know if they're married, single. Listen, you better be careful. Right? If I'm asking the Lord to remove that from me, I have to believe that God is actually capable and willing to do it. That's the first step, Kakam. That's so much of our life is really doubt. You really doubt the Lord. You don't really believe that the Lord can heal you because you think that your problem is bigger than God. Is that what you think? You think that you are the first person to have. A lot of times could come Gabar, and I'm almost certain of this. You can ask General Hyman. So many people that have issues when they come into the truth, they're hesitant to get counsel. Do you know what the number one reason they're hesitant to get counsel is? They think that their issue is too much for the UPK. Can you believe that? We've been around longer than you. We've been around longer than most of your parents. Do you think you have something we've never seen before? Do you think you're suffering from an affliction that the UPK has never healed with the power of Christ before? Is that what you think? You think you're the first person to come in here with the demon of being molested? You think you're the first person to be molested in the school as a child, when you were a child, when you were in the world? You are not. You are not the first problem that General Hyman has ever seen. He's seen every problem. This school have seen every problem. I'm saying General Hyman, of course, because he is in charge of the counseling department under commanding General Yohana. But there are many counselors under General Hyman, counselors in the school, right? So I'm not just, I don't want no one to blow his phone up, Salaki. Don't be calling him saying, well, Officer Malak said in that class, I can, listen, contact your camp leader and wear his doorstep down. Don't wear General Hyman's doorstep down. Even though he's up to task, he's fit to do it, right? But you are not the first problem that we've seen, or you're not the first person to have this problem that the UPK have solved. We've solved all the problems. All you have to do is have enough belief in your God that we can do the thing that you need us to do. We're at your service. We can do it. Best believe if you have a demon of anything, if you have an issue, an affliction, if you have a war in your members with anything, you come into the ISUPK and you get counsel from the men of God, from counselors of the Lord who are trained men, highly trained men to do this job. And we're going to fix you of your problems. But the first thing is you have to believe. You have to believe. Keep going, Kakam Gabar.
Kind of a con. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible.
Listen,
Verse
with
21.
your belief, you could tell a mountain to move and it will move. Now, Christians bastardize this and they try to, give you confidence. And that's something completely different. Christian confidence is not what Christ is saying. Believing is not that. Christians try to teach you confidence. And to be quite honest, Black people are too confident, especially the tribe of Judah. We are overly confident. How confident are we, that you're going to take your baby's mama's refund check and go and spend it on all of the studio equipment because you think you're going to be the next NBA young boy? Right. That's how confident we are. We're overconfident. And that's not what Christ is telling you right here. He's telling you to believe in your God, that he's going to do the thing you asked for. With your belief, with your faith, he can make a mountain move with your belief because you believe that the Lord can do it. If I believe the Lord can remove my lust from me, he's going to do it, but it's something I have to do. Something I have to do. See, Christians want to put everything on the Lord like he's a genie in a bottle. The Most High God is not a genie in the bottle. He's not at your service to do everything you ask for. That's another thing Christians get wrong. That is not who the Lord is. The Lord is a father. And that's the best way to think of the Most High. I'm a father. To my children, I can do everything. They believe that I can do it, right? They believe that daddy can, if they have a bully at school, that their father can go and take care of this bully, right? They believe that. They believe if their car breaks down, that daddy can go and fix the car and make sure their car runs. You have a father too, You have a father too, sis. You have a heavenly father. He's more than capable of solving your problems. But the problem is you have to be a good child. You have to be a good child. You have to obey your father. And then there's even something else you have to do. Read the other thing that you have to do, Kukum, to get rid of these demons. This is in verse 21.
Matthew 17:21. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting.
You see that, sis? So how to cast out a demon? First things first, you need to go to counsel. And you have to believe that the Lord is going to heal you of your demon. So when you're in counsel, what does that mean? Don't have a closed ear to what the counselor of the Lord is saying in the ISUPK, which happens a lot, Kukum. It happens a lot. There's some brother and sister that comes to counsel. They get counsel from the men of the Lord under Commander Juliana, from the counselors of God. And then Elisha and Kukum Gabar, they don't do the thing that the council said, right? The council said, do this, right? And then you go and do the opposite. You don't believe what they said. You think that you can solve all your problems by yourself. Well, be our guest. Be our guest. Don't do what we say do. And see how, hasn't that been working out so well for you? You doing your own thing. How about you do the program of the Lord for once? How about you follow that? Right? You have to believe. And then after you believe that the Lord will actually do it, once you take consideration and take heed to what the counsel of the Lord says, then you have to fast and pray, which is another thing. Listen, the Day of Atonement is coming up next Tuesday. Could come. Get ready for that. A 24-hour fast, no food, no drink, for all able-bodied Israelites who are not pregnant and breastfeeding, who are not children, and who don't take food with their medication. You have to go 24 hours without food and water, without food and drink. 24 hours out, right? Listen, that is fasting. Right. What does that teach you? Discipline. You go these. If this is your first year participating in Day of Atonement, by that 12th hour, you're going to start to be like, oh my God, when can I eat and drink? And then you finish the night and you finish that Day of Atonement, brother, you're going to feel so accomplished. Sister, you're going to feel so accomplished. You're going to do something you've never done before. You're going to have so much discipline, more discipline you've ever had in your life, to not eat or drink for 24 hours. You still got a slave. Still got to get them to go to that slave. And you have to reject your flesh, which is the key to conquering a demon. That's the key. A demon isn't, a demon isn't heavy. You understand? A demon ain't breaking things down heavy. A demon is really simple to conquer if you're up to task. If you're willing to get in, listen, if you're asking this question, Kukum Gabar, that means that you want to get rid of this demon. That's a good first step. Wanting to get rid of this thing that afflicts you is the first step. You have to believe that the Lord can actually do it for you, that the Most High can do it for you. And then you come to us for help. That's the key ingredient of getting rid of this demon. Now you're in the school. Now you're here and you're getting counsel from the men of God, from counselors of the Lord. Now the ball is in your court, sister. The ball is in your court. You have to fast and pray and get counsel. And when you're getting counsel, you're fasting and praying. What is that for? To strengthen your spirit and to strengthen your flesh. Remember, the flesh is weak. Your flesh wants to get high. You relapse from getting high, from doing drugs, it's because your flesh is so weak. I'm a man. I know the flesh is weak. It takes a big behind in the club to get a man, to get a brother. That's it. She don't have to be a good mother. She don't have to have good looks. Her behind has to be huge. And she's going to have sex with a man. And some poor brother is going to get her pregnant. And then she's going to cause him hell for 21 years when she gets pregnant. Right? That is because his flesh is weak. Your flesh is weak. And that's the truth about all mankind. Your flesh is weak. Even Christ begged and asked and pleaded to the Father for the cup of crucifixion to pass from him because his flesh did not want it out. Right? What man wants to die willingly? right? Who wants that? Who wants to go unjustly? Remember that Christ was innocent. Who wants to unjustly go before your enemy and have them slay you? Who wants to willing to do that? No one, because your flesh is weak. Our flesh is you're carnal. And because you're so carnal, you're weak. But oh brother, you can strengthen your spirit. You can strengthen that spirit. And that comes with prayer and fasting. That's what fasting is good for. It's good for your mental fortitude. It's good for your spirit to strengthen it. You know that if I fast 24 hours could come without any water or food, brother, I can put down pork. Are you kidding me? I can put down shrimp. I can leave whores alone. Some whore, some old whore from the world is calling you to come have sex with her. You don't have to do it like you're bound to her for life. You think that you have to, and this is so evil about this world could come. This world makes men think because your penis gets hard, you have to have sex with a woman. Some woman comes on to you, some girl comes on to you. So what do you have to do? You have to have sex with her. You have to do it. You don't have to do it, Ak. You can reject a woman the same way a woman can reject a man. Just because you have a rod that gets hard, that doesn't mean you have to go and put it in everything. You can control yourself. And if you can control yourself, what does that mean, Mana Aima? If you're controlling yourself, who's not controlling you? The demon is not controlling you. And that's the key of fasting and praying. If you're fasting and praying, you're learning how to have self-control. And if you have self-control, if you are making your decisions, if you are controlling yourself, then who is not controlling you, Sister Mana Aima? The demon is not controlling you. The unclean spirit is not controlling you. The familiar spirit doesn't have control over you if you have control over you. And that's how you cast out demons, to keep you from getting isolated from your brothers and sisters. And here's another, and to your second part of your question, being isolated comes from not being around your brothers and sisters. You have a new family here in the UPK, and this goes to every brother and sister. You have a new family in the UPK. Be around them. Come to the High Holy Days. Come to the Passover. Most High Christ, Barakatah Yahweh Yahushua says, come to the Passover. Come to the High Holy Days. Show up to, if you're a brother, show up to camp. If you're a sister, go and bring food to the brothers at camp. Being around each other cures isolation. You have a new family who will not molest you, who will not hurt you, who won't abandon you. What do you have to do? Be around us more, right? So many brothers and sisters, because of the evilness of Christianity and the evilness of this world could come, guess what? We were abandoned in the world by our family. And so we feel isolated. So what is the demon, the familiar spirit, have us do? Isolate us from our new family. Don't be isolated from your new family, sis. Don't be. Come around us. Come to the High Holy Days. Call up, brother, your camp leader and the sisters that are in your zone, and be around and do something constructive for the Lord, man. All these schools in the UPK, you mean to tell me there's no place for a woman? It's a place for sisters in here, brother. There's a place for a sister here. All the hardcore acts by sisters in the UPK that go out and feed the homeless and do God's work. You come in here and you be around your brothers and your sisters and your new family, and the demon won't have a choice but to leave. The demon gonna say, God damn, she's always there. I'm trying to get her alone. Don't be alone. Don't be alone. Be with your new family. That new family will take away your old family. Why do I use that word family? Because that is what a demon is. Your familiar spirit. It's your family. And you have to get rid of it. You have to get rid of that old family and come in here and get a new family. That is the cure for your demons. And that goes for all of you brothers and sisters. Your demons your cure is you need to come in here. You need to come in here, get counsel from men of God in the ISUPK, and pray and fast. Be around us more. And before you know it, you will be a new person that will be unrecognizable to everyone who you knew in the world. All right, Most High Christ. Go ahead, clap it up for the topic. Now we're going into tonight's topic. All right. The sister, or it's like this is a brother. This is a brother. Okay. He said, this is young man James. I sent you a message. Now I use yeah, okay, Kai, no sweat out. Let me see. The brother had a question. Okay. He says, that is my biggest problem is isolation. Most High in Christ. Well, listen, the water to the sister Manaima, you asked the question that a lot of brothers and sisters are plagued with, isolation. This young man says his biggest problem is isolation. I am going to get better with that. I am going to do better to open up. I thought being alone was the way to be, but it's not. Give the brother a hand, man. Give the brother a hand. The Lord is solving our brothers and our sisters' problems right in front of our eyes. So many of our people feel like they have to be isolated because they were abandoned by the people who love them in the world. A lot of us were abandoned by our family in the world, abandoned by our mother, abandoned by our father, abandoned by our friends who died. And now we have survivor's remorse. They died. We feel like they left us here. They left us to be molested. They left us to get drugs pumped in our system. They left us, and so now we feel abandoned. Well, you don't have to feel abandoned anymore. Now you have a new home, brothers and sisters. And to the young man, I'm your camp leader. You better believe you are more. Listen, call me every second of every day. That's what I'm here for. I am the camp leader over Kansas City. To any brother or sister that is coming into the school, here, contact me and call me. You won't be abandoned. We have brotherhood. You got hardcore brothers like Officer Elias Shah here in Kansas City, the KC4, Elias Shah, and Kunayagabar, and hardcore sisters like Sister Mami Mariam, and Sister Yapashiar, and Sister Shapala, and Yanaka Hab, and Kadawa, and the list goes on. You a brother and sister in Kansas City, 913 or 816. Listen, you come here, brother. You come here, sister. Our arms are open, like how the Statue of Liberty. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, something. To La Raza too. Amamos a nuestra gente, Comandante Salakia. Lo siento, mucho siento. Comandante General Johanna, amamos a nuestra gente. You understand? Our arms are open. Our arms are open. Unlike America could come. America says that they want the tired and the sick. They say to bring me your wretched refuse. Bring me your wretched refuse from your teeming shores. Bring me your tired and your sick and your lame, and I will take them in. That's what America says on the Statue of Liberty. But then they send ICE to separate families. In the UPK, we don't separate families. Amamos a nuestra gente. We love our brothers and our sisters in the ISUPK. We have open arms for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You're some brother or sister on the reservation, give Captain DeBar Moth a call. Because the federal government have let you down on the Reds. We won't let you down. We'll become your new family. And we take care of our family. And we're here for our family. And we won't let our family get evicted from their home. We won't let our family suffer and die in the streets and in the ghetto. We won't abandon you the way America has. La Raza, America has abandoned you. They left you. You built America. You clean their streets. You suckle their young. And they destroy your family and send you back to Mexico. They send you back to Guatemala. They send you back to Honduras. They don't love the Mexicans or the Hispanics, but the Lord does. Commanding General Johanna does. You better find your nearest school. Find the school nearest you and come and join, because our arms are open. Our arms are open to our people to come in here and change their lives. You don't have to feel abandoned. We're gonna be right here for you. But this is the challenge for you, Kakam Gabar. This is their challenge. What are you willing to do to keep this family? Because in this house, there are rules. In this house, there is brotherhood, which far supersedes any personal lust or gain. And here, brother, we're going to love each other. Love will conquer hate, Kakam. You heard General Lyman say that? Love will conquer hate. And here, we love you. We don't abandon you and forget about you. We'll stay up with you till 3 a.m. and cry on the phone when you lose your baby. We'll be there at your baby's funeral. We'll be there to help you through your afflictions. We'll be there to help guide you, to make sure you have the rent money. That's what Commander Juniana does. He did it for me. He did it for me. Do I have to go on and tell the same story? I got a thousand of them of how Commander Juniana paid my bills. I paid my bills when I couldn't. When I was laying up in a hospital bed and couldn't move from a gunshot wound, he was there to pay my bills and to give me counsel and to help me and to be my new family.
That's right.
There, that's what you need. You need a new family because that demon is not your family. That demon is an unclean spirit and it needs to be casted out of you. And we have the tools to do it. We are out to cast out demons. You can best believe that. You can best believe that. So let's go ahead and go. Let's drop what you got. Drop the scripture that you have. Sis, I pray that answers your question to the sister Mana Ima. Most High in Christ, the water, so much for taking the time. I am the boss, sis. My pleasure. Give the sister a hand. Most High in Christ. Now let's get on to how the white man is a coward to come Gabar. Let's move on to how the white man is a coward. I also had a few other ones here. This sister says, understood that a demon is a familiar spirit. When you asked for another name for a demon, I wasn't aware you were asking the context. Now, no matter how deep your belief, it can be hard to remove yourself from family. I'm not unfamiliar to the truth. However, my family isn't an advocate for that. I love my mother and I don't want to remove her from my life. No sweat, sis. You don't have to. You don't have to remove anybody from your life. No sweat, sis. I got you. Well, listen, if you want a new family, the ISUPK is here. Ashley. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, sis. Ashley or Ashley. We're here, sis. Listen, I have a physical mother too. You understand? But sis, Ashley, who are my mother and my brother could come? Those who do the work of will of my father. I came in here and got new moms. I got a mom, my sister Taza Lion. Give her a hand. That's my mom. You understand? Right. She is a mother to so many of us. Sister Yawana. You understand? You know how's a Yuns read. So many sisters out there that are just motherly. If you're in the UK, Sister Taza Y is a mother to all of the United Kingdom. You understand? Kakungabar, Sister Taza Y. That is a mother. You understand me? These are mothers in here. I hear you, sis. I got a mommy too. I have a mom. You understand? In the world, I have a physical mother who birthed me. I have a physical father. I have physical siblings from my physical mother and father, but they aren't in the truth. I pray you understand that. They aren't in the truth. But Sister Tazalaya is in the truth. Commanding General Yohana is in the truth. General Mahaiman, Captain Mashak Mayum, General Katham Gabar, who was a father figure to me and countless other brothers. Captain Mashak, who was a father figure to me and countless other brothers. I came into the work of the Lord, into the truth, and I found a new family. And all I can do is pray that you will do the same, sis. That's all. All right. Let's get into it, Kakum Gabar. Let's get into the topic. Pull that video back up. Let's get back into this topic. I want that video, and then I want. I think that should be good for tonight, Doc. We ain't got much more time, so we'll break this down. Remember, while the brother's pulling that video up, remember tomorrow night. Let me pull this up. Tomorrow night. I exited out of it. Hold on. I got to get back to it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Tomorrow night, Captain Tazariak will be in the building right here in Kansas City, Missouri.
That's right.
And he's going to be teaching Barakathaya Hawa White Hawa Shah. He's going to be teaching class. He's going to have a heavy scripture breakdown class. We're going to be in the building. And I pray y'all come out. You understand? Everyone is welcome. All so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are welcome. Salakia. I'm going to read this when you play this video. All right. Damn right, sis. ISUPK home of the truth. Damn right, Sister Zara. Damn right. That's my sister right there. I came in here and got new sisters too. Sister Zara and Sister Shalom Nahar. Those are my sisters right there. Sister Shapala. Those are my sisters. Sister Ahawa Ba. I got tons of sisters. I got sisters. I got plenty of brothers. Believe that. I got brothers. Look at this brother on the screen with me. That brother will kill and die for me, and I for him the same. You understand? We will kill and die for one another. What Captain Nakai say in that song he got? It ain't about. Oh no. Ain't no arguing about who gonna bite the bullet. We only argue about who gonna bite the bullet. And here we only argue about who's gonna die for each other. The argument ain't over women. It ain't over, you understand, money. And here, brothers like, no, let me get him. No, I got him. You stay back. You got a family. No, let me. No. We're gonna go to war for one another in here. We ain't gonna let each other go homeless and evicted and children to starve like they do in a Christian church. And here we're gonna fight for one another and love one another. That's what we're gonna do in here, because brotherhood is a weapon, and it is the most important thing in life. All right, let's get to that video. So tomorrow, just so you know, tomorrow, Captain Tazariak, the Kemet killer, the Christian apologist slayer, is going to be here in Kansas City, physically in the flesh. He's going to be right here in Kansas City. You understand? Breaking it down, breaking the scriptures down heavy, right? He's going to be right here. Once again, that address is 6235 Blue Ridge Boulevard in Raytown, Missouri, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, right? Which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be right here. All right, he's going to be here breaking it all down. So please be here, okay? The sister said there's no place like the home of the truth. Damn right. Give the sister a hand. Damn right. That is the truth. I agree. There is no place like the home of the truth, Sister Mana Ima. All right, let's go. Here we go, right here. Let's play this video, Kakam.
Voters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive for what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your. You guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children. You guys fuck them.
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, like penalty or something, because
sending them off.
Tell him it's that boy. He thought he was gonna come up like Charlie.
Yes. Say good job, TSU.
Good job. Shout out to my good.
Go ahead, pause it, Kakam. Listen, give Jake a hand, man. Give him a hand. Right. Lock here. Hold on, let me remove this. There we go. Give him a hand, Doc. Damn, why does it keep doing that? I gotta figure out. Oh, that's it. That's the reason why. Okay, so like, give him a hand. Give him another hand. Right. Listen, Doc. That is the courage of black people right there, Doc. All you oppressors that think, black people are some weak, docile, brother. Black people have courage and spunk. We got spirit, unlike these devils. These oppressors, let me tell you what happened. Do you have an article to read for it, Kakam Gabar? You got an article? Go back to that news station that reported on it. They should have an article reporting on it. Right? I want him to read what it says in black and white. But let me tell you what happened. I'm going to give you the street news, right? These two white boys, these two devils, these two troglodytes, these Edomites who are cowards, in the spirit of Charlie Kirk, their new God, their new Lord and Savior, Charlie Kirk, they went to an HBCU, a historically black college university, TSU, which is Tennessee State University. They went there and they were trying to provoke black children to commit an act of violence towards them. That's what they were doing there. They went there. Remember Charlie Kirk, the oppressor who was just slaughtered 2 weeks ago in front of his wife and children by the hands of a white man. And listen, the white man who killed Charlie Kirk believed what Charlie Kirk believed. Not only was the white boy that the murderer of Charlie Kirk, not only was he white like Charlie Kirk, he came from a Republican family just like Charlie Kirk, and he was an evangelical Christian. He believed verbatim what Charlie Kirk believed, and he slaughtered his white brother. You know why? Because the white man is a coward. That's why.
That's right.
He's a coward. He's an animal. He's violent. And these two violent oppressors went to an HBCU trying to provoke black children to do the same thing that they would do to their own people, to them. And that's what black people don't understand about our oppressor. And that's the cops. This also breaks down those coward police. Those white police who pull you over and who are rough with you, like you've seen on the videos, who are rough with you, and they gotta be very demanding and very rough. They are doing that to provoke you. They're doing that on purpose because they want you to overreact. They want you to put hands on them so now they can have a new charge. They're pulling you over for nothing, right? They know that you're clean. In fact, that's the reason they're pulling you over. Whenever you see a white cop pull over a black person, it's because they are innocent. It's not because they have any evidence that they've done something. They pull black men over like Philando Castile. They pulled over Eric Garner. Those brothers weren't committing any crimes. They weren't committing any crimes. Those brothers were innocent. They pull you over because you're innocent, because they want to provoke you to commit a crime. That is what policing is in America. To abuse the innocent so that you now aren't innocent. So now they can say, well, you assaulted a police officer. And then when you go back and forth with them, even that's a charge. That's a misdemeanor.
Right.
Resisting arrest. Brother, they'll have 15 different charges on you by the end of the day. That's why you need to come into the truth and get trained. But these brothers and sisters at this HBCU, give them a hand, Doc, because they did not overreact. They didn't lay a hand on those oppressors. Those children did the right thing because we are a kind, peaceful, responsible people who need to be in charge of this earth and who is going to be in charge of this earth. You just give it a few. You just give it a few. Give it a few. And those same black children at these HBCUs, they're going to be your new overlord, white people. Donald Trump is going to have a new master. And it won't be himself. It won't be Satan. It's going to be these black children at this HBCU. That brother who was berating those devils, give that brother a hand. That did my heart justice. That brought joy to see that young brother call them rapists and murderers. And he sounded like he was at a UPK camp almost. He sounded like he was at Camp Blazing. He sounded like he was at one of our camps berating our oppressor the way we've been doing since 1969. That's the spirit that is in black people in the last days. Remember, the Lord said in the book of Romans, in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye. Give me that scripture if you don't mind before we get Genesis chapter 4. Give me that scripture. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye. It's going to be like the lights come on. Like I used to flip a light switch. Like the speed of light is so fast that you can't time it because it's so fast. That is how quickly the spirit of the Lord is going to be poured out on God's chosen people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And you are watching it in front of your eyes. You're watching it in front of your face. You're watching black people wake up in mass numbers to the truth. Why? Because Christ is coming back. Christ is coming back, God. And it's not last night like those stupid Christians said on TikTok. Those dumb Christians told us to come the last night the rapture was going to happen. Some silly rapture, which only Christians teach because the word rapture isn't even in the Bible. The word rapture is an orgasm. That's what rapture is. And Christians believe that's the day of when Christ comes back. You're going to get an orgasm. And they call it a rapture. Well, that isn't happening, right? But Christ, a black man from the tribe of Judah, is coming back. And he's coming to give justice to his people. He's coming to save his people the way it's prophesied of in the Bible could come. And he ain't coming with hugs and kisses. He ain't coming to be as peaceful as those black kids were at that HBCU. Oh, no. He's coming to do something that even Charlie Kirk didn't see coming. He's coming to do some damage, brother. You understand? He's coming to do some putting the hurt on our oppressor for their crimes against us could come. You understand? That's what he's coming back to do. So you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, when you see your people wake up like this, that's the reason why. It's going to happen so quickly. Like one day, you understand, there were 7 men in the truth. Now look at how much the truth have grown, Kakam. And look at where it's going. Do you see all these millions of views that we get on social media? That's not a coincidence. This truth is growing. Iowa, you're about to get a call. You're going to get calls out the wazoo. Your phone is going to be ringing off the hook, Kakam and Tazan. Y'all are going to get calls and they're going to ask you, I saw your videos online. How do I sign up? Where do I sign up? You know why? Because Christ is coming back and the Lord is pouring out his spirit. The same way the white man, he knows his empire is coming to an end. And so he's beginning to be more cruel. He's beginning to be more violent and more hurtful. Is the same way black people are going to be waking up to the truth. You're going to see black people like, oh, we don't do pork. You're going to see sisters say, I kind of want to cover my body. You know what else is a heavy prophecy that I'm starting to see? Black women are starting to realize they need a man. Do you understand how heavy that is? I never thought I'd live to see that day. I lived through the era of I don't need a man. I'm strong and independent. My parents didn't live through that. I lived through that. You lived through that, Kakam. Well, we have to fight Eve day and night about why you need a man. And listen, Kakam, here's what's so heavy. This fulfills biblical. This is biblical prophecy. They won't care that you already have 2 or 3 women.
Right.
They won't give a damn how many wives you have. Precepts. Just give us your name. We will provide our own food. We will provide our own raiment. Just let us be called by your name. That day is coming, God. That day is coming. That day is coming, Kakam. It's right here. Where sisters are like, damn, all that what my mama said. I need a man. These young sisters, brother, they're waking up to the truth. Why? Because Christ is coming back. Christ is coming back. And so our people in the twinkling of an eye are going to say, oh my God, what in the hell were we doing with the Christian church? The world is coming to an end. We need to go find Commander Juliana. We need to stop eating pork and shrimp. We need to put a halt to our sinful life, and we need to wake up to the truth. That day is coming, Kakam, and it's going to be beautiful. It's right here. It's right around the corner. You understand? Let's read this scripture.
Kanamakan. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 51. And it says, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
We could come in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound. That is the day we're living in, Kakam Gabar. That is the day we're living in. This is the last trumpet. Remember, we just celebrated the feast of the memorial of blowing of trumpets. What trumpa? What is that? What is the trumpet? That sound lets you know what was going on in the land of Israel. If there was a certain sound, that means danger, war. All the men of Israel had to line up by their standard. There was a standard of the horse, Reuben. There was a standard of the lion, Judah. So if I'm the tribe of Judah, I line up. If I'm a man at an age to go to war between 17 and 45, I line up at my standard and it's time to go to war because I heard the sound, the alarum, the trumpet. I heard that alarm, which is the sound the trumpet makes. And so I line up for war. Then there was a trumpet sound to let you know we're at peace. Relax, chill out. We're not at war. That was a sound. There was a sound for this. There was a sound for that to let us know what was going on. The Bible says at the last trumpet sound could come, in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, these jakes out, they're going to wake up. And that's what you see when you see, I saw 2 things. I saw how much the white man is a coward could come when I saw that video. And I saw just how much the Lord is really pouring out his spirit on blacks and Hispanics, which means what for us could come. We have a lot of work to do could come. As priest of God under Commander Juliana, we got to do some work out. We can't take any breaks. We can't take any days off. We have to hit this social media like never before. We got to get on here. We need to travel to these HBCUs. You and Tazan, y'all hit me up. We're going to go to one here in Missouri called Lincoln University in Jefferson City. Jefferson City, we on our way. We're going to fish by any means. I don't want to use that phrase. That was a phrase by Malcolm X. We're going to fish no matter what cost. We're going to fish. We're going to fish and fish and fish because the Lord is giving us brothers and sisters. He's blessing us with men and women to flood these schools and flood these ranks. How do I know? Because the last trumpet is sounding, Kakam. The world is over. The white man's empire is over. He don't have but a short time, Kakam. It is Babylon is fallen. You understand me, Kakam? Fallen to rise no more. His empire is over. Kakam, I think you froze up. Kakam, are you still there? Fallen to rise no more. His empire is Salaki. Kakam, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
I don't know what.
No sweat. You were froze up. No sweat. That's Satan trying to get you off the internet. That's all. That's all it is.
Right.
Satan trying to get you off the internet. But guess what, Kakam? What the white man doesn't know is by any cost, we're going to be on this internet and fish. We're going to go out there and fish with interviews and camps and whatever we're going to do to fish, whatever we have to do, whatever we must do, we're going to do it to bring in more brothers and sisters just like you could come. More sisters like the sisters that's checking in. Mana Aima and Zara. We have brothers and sisters out there that need us. And they need to be in this truth. And we're going to go get them. We're going to get them by any cost, Doc. We're going to get them. Because the Lord is pouring out his spirit for brothers and sisters to wake up to the truth. So their ears aren't so shut to the Lord, to what we teach on the streets. They're opening up to us, and we got to go and fish them. You understand? With that being said, the white man is a coward. And that video showed it. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. Give me Genesis chapter 4. Give me the scripture I sent you, the first scripture I sent you in our messages, Kakam Gabar. Right? The white man is a coward. And the reason we're going to pour this scripture, I want to show you his inception. I want to show you who the oppressor is. This is who the oppressor is. We just showed you a physical video of our oppressor being a coward at an HBCU. There was no coincidence. Like the sister Mami Mariam said earlier, and even the sister Bashamath in Dallas, she asked, well, what were they even doing at an HBCU? They wanted to provoke, just like their white cop fathers, they wanted to provoke black children to do something against them so they could have a charge against those black kids. They wanted to go out there to show all of MAGA, these black niggers are violent at these HBCUs. I don't doubt, Kakam, that these white boys, those devils, they were sent by Donald Trump's regime to Nazi 2.0, the Waffen SS. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out that those two devils work for Donald Trump's regime, Stephen Miller, and they were sent there so that they could have just cause to shut down TSU. I wouldn't put that past them. Those white boys probably were sent by Donald Trump's regime so that they thought that those black children were going to harm them so that the police would be called on TSU so that Donald Trump can shut down HBCUs. You HBCUs better beware. You better be circumspect in these last days. There are going to be more accounts of white boys coming or white girls. You better be careful if it's white girls. When those white girls start showing up to HBCUs, it's a wrap. Because the white man will literally go to war over a white vagina. Over a white breast and vagina. A devil is going to bomb TSU, HBCUs over a white whore. Like Caroline Bryant, that devil who lied on Emmett Till. White women would just say, he touched me, he looked at me. And these white men would kill black people, a whole town of black people, because of a white whore's lie. White men will bomb TSU if a white girl was on that campus and she said that these black kids raped her and touched her. You HBCUs better be careful. And that's another lesson to black people. Black people, because we're so loving and because we're so kind and so hospitable, we have open arms to everybody, no matter what race they are. And no matter how much they've abused us, that can be a curse. You better be careful with who you give your hospitality to. Be nice, be kind, but be careful. Be circumspect. Be very circumspect. Because these oppressors are looking to cancel HBCUs. They're looking to kill black children like they're doing in Houston, Texas. There's some serial killer loose in Houston, drowning black girls and black kids in Houston, Texas, in that bayou. Like it was 1929. You better be careful, black people, Hispanics and Native Indians. The white man is very cunning. Black people, you're Christians. You don't know this, but white people are very cunning. You see two white boys who are just trying to battle, who are just trying to debate. That's not what they're doing. Those white boys are sent to that school so that Donald Trump can shut down the HBCU. They thought that you were going to hurt them. They didn't think that you were going to just use your words to battle them. They thought that they could provoke you, which is why they didn't say anything. You see how much the devil the white man is could come? Remember in the interview that you showed when I told you to cut it off, those two devils said what? We just wanted to engage in a debate. If they wanted to engage in a debate, how come they weren't talking? Every video I saw of them, they were sitting down quiet with two signs. What did those signs say? It says something about ICE.
Right.
Those signs could come. I thought they wanted to debate. If they wanted to debate, why weren't they speaking with the microphone they brought? Why were they just sitting still? Because the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's a devil. They're not saying anything in the video with those stupid MAGA hats and that stupid smile he has. They probably
There's a sign right there.
Say it again, Kakam.
No, I didn't see you put it up. I was showing the sign.
Yeah, listen. These two devils, they don't even have a mic up there. They have a microphone holder, but no mic. They're not trying to debate. They're trying to provoke black children to be violent like white children are. Let me hip you white people to something. We are not white people. We are better than you. We're not violent animals. You don't have a civil discourse, white people. Your discourse is the gun. Your discourse is the AR-15. Your discourse is the Winchester 30-30, 30-06, 754, 270 rifle, the AK-47, the 12-gauge pump shotgun. That's the white man's civil discourse, Kakam Gabar, but that's not our civil discourse. Your civil discourse is the little boy and the fat man, the atomic bombs you drop over Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Your civil discourse is the F-18, the F-16, the Prowler, the B-52 bomber. That is your civil discourse. Black people actually have hospitality. We don't kill people we disagree with. Because we disagree with you, we don't kill you like that white man did Charlie Kirk. Had Charlie Kirk been at TSU, he'd be alive. You understand? He'd be alive. So like,
if I could,
go ahead.
It kind of reminds me of in the book of Psalms, because they'll come up and act like, oh yeah, we just want to debate. It's nothing. We come in peace, etc., etc. But guess what? So that's in the book of Psalms right here, chapter 55 and verse 20. And it says, he has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. So of course we know that the white man is a coward, and he'll say he wants to make peace with you and make all these thousands and hundreds of treaties. They broke over so many treaties with the Native Americans, and even unto this day. You dig? And reading on verse 21, it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So yeah, they'll come up acting like they just want to debate and it's all friendly, but it, like you said, they got a hidden agenda.
Damn right.
And it says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Damn right.
So, like you said, it's always a hidden agenda with Esau. So they try to come up, act like, oh, we just wanted to debate, etc., etc. But look at him. He's right there. He got war in his heart. They wanted to provoke us.
Damn right out.
To do something. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, damn right out. Damn right. That is absolute truth. That's the perfect precept. That one, and never trust thine enemy, and Ecclesiasticus could come. Those are the perfect precepts, Doc, because that's what they're trying to do. They don't want to battle and debate with words. They want to provoke those black TSU students to hurt them so that Donald Trump can now shut down the HBCUs. So now the CNN and ABC, the news, can come to HBCUs and say, why are y'all so violent? Why are black people so violent? That's what they're trying to do. And you better be circumspect, brothers and sisters. You better be circumspect. All right, give me the scripture could come so we can close it out. Good precept. Well said. I well said. Give me the scripture. Genesis chapter 4.
Khan. Yeah, this is the book of Genesis chapter 4, verse 13. And it says, and Cain said unto the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
Briefly, very briefly, for time's sake, Cain, as everyone heard of before and knows about, he slew and unalived his brother Abel. He killed his brother Abel because he was jealous of Abel and because he's a coward. Cain is the white man, just for everyone to know, right? Just for time's sake, Cain, the spirit of Cain is the spirit of Esau. And he unalived his brother because he was mad and jealous that the Lord chose Abel's sacrifice over his. So he murdered him. Because war is in his heart.
Right. That's
his civil discourse. He didn't go to Abel and say, hey, how did you do this? How did you get the Lord's favor? How did the Lord favor your sacrifice? Can you help me? Can you show me? He got angry at his brother because the Most High God chose his brother's sacrifice over his, and he killed him. That's their civil discourse, Kakam. Right. That's their, what do they call it? What do they call it, Ak? How you handle situations. What's that called with how you handle situations? Conflict resolution. That's their conflict resolution, is just murder everybody. If they disagree with you, if they don't like you, if they don't like the color of your skin, the texture of your hair, they just murder you. And that's what Cain did to his brother Abel. And the Lord punished Cain. And this is what that bastard Cain said after he murdered his brother in cold blood. This is what Cain said. Read it again from verse 13 from the top.
And Cain said unto the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
Brother, the white man is a coward. He murdered someone in cold blood, could come, and he can't even deal with the consequences. He can't even deal with the consequence. That is your oppressor, 101. That is the white man. He is someone who will unalive people. He will murder nations, enslave nations. He will unalive the Taino Indians. He will murder the South and Central Americans. He will enslave the Negroes and the West Indies and the West Indians. And he will enslave the brothers and sisters in Haiti. And then after it's all said and done, after he killed everyone, after he enslaved everyone, after he bombed countries and destabilized their civilization and their society, he's going to say, well, that's in the past. I never owned slaves. I don't deserve this. It wasn't me that did it. Read that last part, or read that part again one last time, could come.
My punishment is greater than I can bear.
That's the white man, could come. That's the white man. My punishment is too much for me. He's a stinking coward. Donald Trump is a coward. The oppressor is a coward, and America are cowards. And this is a message to America and our oppressor. Christ, a black man, is no coward. And he's coming back to deliver justice for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Since your punishment is too much more than you can bear, Christ is coming to give you a punishment that you can bear. Donald Trump, America, Charlie Kirk was the sign of what's coming to America. You are going, America is falling. America is falling now. Just like how Charlie Kirk fell out that chair. Did you see how Charlie Kirk fell out that chair? And this is not to make mockery of that oppressor's death, because we don't glorify the death of anyone, no matter if we agree with them or not. But guess what, could come? That was spiritual, that he fell out the chair, because America is going to fall just like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was sitting up there arrogant and proud, and boom, before you know it, he fell. That's America. That's America. Right. And that is happening to America right now. It's going to happen. You better mark my words, as sure as the day is long. Christ, the black man from the tribe of Judah, he's coming back to save his people that you murdered, that you stole from, that you lied to, that you destroyed, and that you try to go to their universities and provoke them to do violence against you, because you're an evil, wicked, disgusting coward, white man. And God is coming back to unalive you and to put you in your place. And that is beautiful in the sight of God, and that's beautiful in the sight of man. And guess what, Kakam? It's beautiful in the sight of the animals too. The animals are going to rejoice when the white man falls. When blacks and Hispanics are in charge, the animals will rejoice. The sun will rejoice. The wind and the trees, flora and fauna will be glad that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians finally are in charge. With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Kakam Gabar.
Yeah, this is the ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. A rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court one another, and after that 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the heads to marry. Pay your tithes. That's a commandment. You can find that in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10. That means a tenth in the Hebrew, Ma'asharah, and that's 10% of every penny or increase that the Lord gives you, and you give that to the Treasury Department or a teacher. A priest offering, that's a free will offering for the priest. That is not mandatory. That is whatever amount you would like. And the upcoming Holy Convocation is the 10th day of the 7th month, which is next Tuesday at sundown, which is the Day of Atonement. You understand? The Day of Atonement. And that's like we spoke about earlier. You will fast from sundown to sundown, unless you have any kind of ailments or whatnot, or you're a child, pregnant, etc., etc. But you will not have any food or drink for 24 hours. And then after that, we have the Feast of Tabernacles, which is Monday, October 13th at sundown. Matter of fact, Salakia, Monday, October 5th through the 13th, it's a 7-day feast to be exact. But you can find that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 34 through 44. And then, of course, as you can see on the screen, tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we got scripture breakdown. Captain Tazariak, the Kemet Killer, will be down in Kansas City. You understand? So definitely shout out, holla at Officer Malak, who's the camp leader, for all the information. But all the information is right there. I could barely see it myself. If you want to shout out the address one more time.
Con, I got you, Kakam. So like it's so small, but the address is 6235 Blue Ridge Boulevard, Raytown, Missouri, 64133. All right. If you want the number to call for class, to get into class here in Kansas City, is 913-730-0659. 913-730-0659. And class tomorrow night, talk about Captain Tazariak, the Heat Kemet Killer, is 6235 Blue Ridge Boulevard, Raytown, Missouri. So Lockie can come. If I called it, I hope I didn't say the Hebrew killer earlier. He's the Kemet Killer. He's the Egyptian Kemet Killer. And he's also the apologist, the Christian apologist slayer. You understand? Salaki, go ahead, Kakum. I'm sorry, Salaki.
No, you too. Hey, I didn't hear you say that. I already knew what you meant. So if you did say that, it went right over my head anyway.
Most High in Christ.
Yeah, but with that, if you want to get in class, man, become a trooper, man, get on all black boots, shirt, pants, war scarf, get up in this class, man, say, I don't want Khan. And with that, Minute Israel Majin, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Majin, which means to stand. Majin Shabbat, Majin Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Shimmy Al Shabrak Thumb.
Yazmatah. Sorry, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Shema Al Thun Shimmy Al Shah.
Yahweh Shema Al Thun Shimmy Al Shah.
Yazmatah, class dismissed.
Most High Christ. The water for the brothers and sisters checking us out, watching us. Be here tomorrow. Tomorrow for Captain Tazariak's scripture breakdown class here in Kansas City. Most High Christ. We out Israel. The water. Shalom.
Shalom.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, ask you to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the props. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to wrong with step. I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses. Ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace. Just pay with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep me slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pants through the fire. Ask you the prophets. That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch. I can afford it. I prepare slaughter. You bring me my water. Push your leaders weak. Let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my